Hey gang, it's me in the danger zone right now because right now, as I'm recording this video, there is a actual hurricane that is heading right towards us as we are speaking right now. It is known as Hurricane Milton, and this little bad boy is heading right towards the right towards Florida. You know, everywhere. If you live in Florida, you are gonna get impacted by this hurricane, no matter what. It is a very strong hurricane. It is actually pretty scary. I never ever have been scared of a hurricane like this before. It's crazy. Right now it is a category 5 as of making this video. October 7th at 2:06. It is a category 5. I think it's 165 mile per hour winds right now over the Gulf of Mexico, and it's starting to basically head right towards us. I think it's like heading north and all that, and it's honestly dangerous. It's coming towards the west coast. Thank God, because I'm actually on the east coast. I'm on the very east coast of Florida, like Jupiter and like West Palm Beach and all that. I'm somewhere around that area. I'm on the east coast. This hurricane's coming from the west coast, the Gulf of Mexico, which is kind of weird. So I don't think that we ever had a hurricane like this before, ever since Andrew, which was pretty freaking bad for Miami. Um, so it's honestly scary to the people who live in Tampa. I really just wish you the best of luck because oh my goodness, you're gonna get affected immediately. This thing is coming at you like a freaking mother effer. It's heading right towards you guys, and it's hopefully when it hits land, it will just probably be like it will go from a 5 to a 3, which is honestly good news. We don't want freaking a Category 5 hurricane going right towards Florida constantly because next thing you know, all Florida's gonna be gone and just be underwater. All Floridians, all 300 million of us, are gonna die because that's what people think Florida is. There's like 200 million people here, but yeah. So we just had Helene, which just happened, and people are honestly still suffering from Helene. Now we have another hurricane that's coming right towards us. So people who live in Tampa who just got damaged, like freaking impacted by Helene, are gonna get impacted again by Milton, probably even worse. So there goes another time like fixing things, and now they're gonna have to fix it again because of this hurricane that's happening. And it's crazy how we never had a hurricane this strong before. Um, it was like while Helene was happening, there was a big watch saying that there might be a storm forming in the Gulf of Mexico, and when it happened, it was like a 40% depression. Like that was like Sunday, or actually that was Saturday or even Friday, but next thing you know, in a blink of an eye, actual snap. Now it's a freaking Category 5 hurricane, reaching speeds of freaking 165 miles per hour with a 200 mile per hour gust. That's wild how it can do that. I don't know what's causing it to do things like this because we never had a hurricane like this before. It has to be because of climate change. I don't know what else can it be because hurricanes form when cold air and hot air meet and they start to do a little, freaking spin, and they spin, and next thing you know, boom, hurricanes right there. Um, Now, I don't know if climate change does have something to do with this. I think it does. I don't think so at the same time because that's a lot of people are saying because of climate change. Um, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I think it is, to be honest. Like, if I was to choose between yes or no, it'll probably be yes. But by a little bit. I don't know. It has to be, maybe it's climate change. I don't know. I'm not too sure. As you can see, I got shutters up right here. I have shutters up right here. I also have a whiteboard, which is actually new. I never had a whiteboard. Now I have a whiteboard. Pretty cool. But regarding that, we are still under a hurricane watch where I am. Well, I think we're like on the very like bottom of the cone where we're supposed to hit. In this house that I'm in right now, this house can probably withstand a strong Category 3, maybe a weak Category 4. And if it's above that, this screwed. We're out of there. Um, and if this hurricane does hit us with actual Category 5 winds or Category 5 like pressures and all that, this house will be gone. To be completely honest with you, like there's no like There's no like sugarcoating this. That's just what's gonna happen. But luckily, from what I'm reading, it's heading towards north, which honestly is still bad because people in like the Panhandle will feel it again. But as to where I am, that's pretty good. But also, when it hits Florida, it will instantly become a 3. Like, it'll go from an actual 5 to a 3. And then once it reaches the Atlantic Ocean, it'll probably be a 1, or maybe a tropical storm, because hurricanes hate land. To all you weather people out there, hurricanes hate land, and once hurricanes hit land, it's gonna vanish immediately. And there's also some news that there's like a cold front coming from the north of Florida. So, and we all know that hurricanes hate wind. So if there's a cold front that's coming, and that hurricane is also coming, it will push the hurricane. It will like unbalance, like freaking actually cancel cells it. Well, the hurricane will just go all over the place, and it will, stop it from happening. So that cold front can be our saving grace right there. But other than that, any people who live on the Tampa side, on the west side of Florida, they are gonna have to experience this. And to be honest, there was honestly nothing that we can do. The only thing that we can do is honestly just pray that the cold front will come at the right time and stop it from happening. Our freaking savior will stop it all. We just hope for the best, because things like this are bound to happen. I don't know why hurricanes are getting so much stronger now. It's honestly crazy. And there's also one that's all the way down there by Africa named Leslie, who's at a 1, and that looks like it's also coming towards Florida, or maybe gonna do another U-turn, but we don't know. It's honestly crazy that there was a hurricane that actually intensified from a actual depression to a Category 5 hurricane in a matter of 2 days. That is honestly crazy to me. I don't think we ever had this strong of a hurricane coming right towards Florida ever since Andrew, or maybe Irma, because Irma was pretty bad. That hit the East Coast. That's where I was. Luckily, it was a pretty weak Category 4 hurricane, so this house wasn't really that damaged. But if, worst case scenario, if Milton does decide to hit us at a Category 5, I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't think this house will be a house. And right now it's raining outside. Crazy. I don't know what's gonna happen. All I can just do is just hope for the actual best. And people who are living in Tampa, I hopefully thought that you guys are gonna evacuate, because it is a mandatory evacuation to escape Tampa, because that place right now, from like Wednesday to Thursday, is not gonna be a safe place to be. You are gonna get impact immediately. It's gonna be damage, and hopefully you guys have backup plans that you guys can do. They have to evacuate, but we never got anything about here on the east coast of Florida. We don't know if we have to like evacuate. We don't know if we have to like watch it. We don't know what to do. So we're just waiting for it. Hopefully that the hurricane won't hit us. Even though it will hit us, part of the hurricane will definitely hit us. But hopefully we won't face the big like part of it. That's it. I don't know what else to say. Just, it's crazy that we have a hurricane that's like this. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching.